Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Mr. Big Z, and welcome back to episode 8 of Banished to the Frontier. We're picking up here in April, fertilizing our grass fields. And yes, last episode in March, we were able to seed, fertilize, lime, and roll all 3 of our fields here. So we are steadily moving forward towards a better place, towards not just having to chop down trees, not just having to plow, but actually putting something down in the ground to pick up down the road and make us a bit more money, hopefully. So yeah, so this is where we are, and what do we have on the menu for today? So actually, this is a second recording. I recorded a lot of this already. However, since I don't use autosave at 15 minutes or any intervals, to be honest, I ran into an issue. I played it for about 2-3 hours, and I was almost done recording when I came across a sawmill that I was putting down, not working anywhere near how I wanted it to. And if I say as I wanted it to, it makes it sound like a preference, but truthfully, the $50,000 sawmill that I put down, the trigger to get the wood into the building was not working anywhere near how it should be. At least that's what I think. I watched a few reviews online, as we all do, and I came across one by, I think it was Looney Tune. No, not Looney Tunes. Looney something. I'll try to put the video in the description or in one of those YouTube cards if you want to see it. Either way, I decided to not mess around with that one anymore, and then to just go around and look for something new. Now, since I do download a ton of mods, I found one. Is that? I feel like there's a little piece I'm missing. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so I found one, and I will describe that shortly. That's it there. Let's see, what is the next line? Sweep down here and carry on further into the field. Okay, let's see if I can find that. It's pretty foggy or misty or dusty or something in that bowl. So it makes it a little hard to see as I roll up, but in the sunny area, pretty good. I can see that. I need to get right here. Let's see if I can get it all in one pass. I think that's the widest part, and I think I am good. Keeping momentum, let's just keep rolling. Yeah, beautiful. And then it should just be somewhere straight ahead. I'll leave the fertilizer going right over it. Okay, perfect. So, 3 fields fully fertilized. Loading, loading, loading. That's something I did notice about FS25 is that this map, and I don't know if it's the downloaded third-party map, but this map takes a while to upload, and I don't know if that's an FS25 thing or if it's just a modded map situation. Let me back out of it, jump back into it. There we go. Okay, so yes, we have 3 full phases of fertilization. That little corner down here still needs rolling, but I'm not going to worry. There's one little speck that I'm not going to worry about as well. Let's hop on and let's talk about some mod updates, I should say. Bottom right hand corner, as always, you can see that there is now a persistent moisture level. This is relating to the realistic weather mod, and I'm not exactly sure what the data in the bottom right corner means. You can see that this area that I'm standing on right now, although it is wildland, wild grass, it's at 7.585%. Moisture retention 74.77. If I go over to my fields, I can see that the field is at a moisture of 8.224, which is a slightly yellow, brownish, amberish color. So I'm guessing not the best. Ideal moisture, once again, for grass, 18 to 22%. Now, I have a +5 yield bonus, and certain areas, like the one I'm standing in right now, is a -1 yield bonus. So not too happy about that, but it does lead me back to believe if I can get the moisture up And that needs rain, I'm assuming. Oh, I'll talk about that later. But that needs rain, I'm assuming. We have a 74.77% moisture retention. Now, as I walk around the map, this number should change a little bit. Here we go, 57. Wow, that's, I think, the lowest I've seen. Now, I don't know how that works into the actual game mechanics. If it rains in this area, does it go up to 100? How much moisture do you get per hour of rain? Those are some of the things I'm going to have to try to experiment with and figure out if I can understand. There are some places that have 100 or even 105% moisture. And then I'm also wondering, does that mean that it will gain moisture over time? Now, something else that the update to this mod did provide was spraying down water through a sprayer. If I jump into my shop, let me see if I can find a sprayer. Oh, okay, interesting. See, this water thing here was not previously here. Can they all spray water? They can all indeed spray water. Okay, that's interesting. So this might be something I need to get if I'm going to be chasing 100% or as ideally moisturized, as ideally moisture saturated as possible. So there's that. The other mod, not really a mod update, but one of my mods for this stopped working, so I went out and I grabbed another mod, is just a quick shop sorting / searching. So I can hit I can hit O, and then I can sort by price, name, max speed, base horsepower, and weight. And then if I go into price as I like to have them sorted, I can then go ascending or descending, and then groups or no groups. That brings me back to, let's say I wanted to buy a bale trailer. Sorting properly, if you wanted your non-mods first and then your modded items second, you can do them that way. Also, there's a search function. So let's say we wanted to search for a Volta, I think it's called. Nope, not a Volta. Is it a Valtra? There we go. I can search for a Valtra and I can find maybe a newer version of my truck, of my tractor. So that's pretty good, works pretty well, no issues with it so far. Just a small update as to something I'm using now. So, I did mention that this is a second recording and I had to do a little bit of replaying. Let's do a little recap of our finances first. So last month we did not... What did we buy? I don't remember what we bought. It has been a while since my most recent recording. But we bought something. $10,000. I know $3,500 of that is from the cedar attachment for my roller. I don't know what the other $6,500 is. We sold some wool, $25 worth of it, and that essentially is tied to the contracts. Each wood gives you at least $1, maybe $2 here and there. We bought some fertilizer, bought some lime. Seeds as well, all that covered in the last episode. Also, I don't know what that is. Either way, we are currently sitting at $40,496, and we are ready to put down a building. Let's turn off the tractor, and let's walk all through our equipment, which needs to get sorted and put away. But hopefully we'll be able to do it soon. If I open up this menu, you know what? First thing I gotta do is I need to save. Yeah, since I don't run auto save intervals, saving manually is a must. So let's find, is this also sorted? No, this is not sorted. Interesting. Okay, so let's go down. I know I'm looking for a $50,000. Where are you? $50,000 sawmill. So this was the original sawmill I was hoping to use. And if I guess, zoom in and you look closely, you can see that this is the dump area, but there's no sell wood trigger. I brought wood into this yellow dashed area, in, out, up, down, nothing was working. You can roll over here. Even if you see that, I wish I could point, but even if you see that wrench, the manage trigger, that is really high. I don't think it was that high after I placed it down. We have our sawdust, or yeah, our sawdust disposal area, extraction area, and then just a place for the pallets. But nothing around here is showing a sell wood trigger. So now I'm going to be looking for this. This is a small sawmill, and it is named as appropriate. It's just small sawmill in the mod hub. And it does have everything that the other one did have. It's a little more efficient and productive than the sawmill that I was looking to get, but it is nowhere near as efficient as the industrial sawmill. Where is it? The industrial sawmill, probably going to be down here somewhere. Yeah, it's nowhere near as efficient as this one, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it not having as large of a capacity to hold wood or any finished products. I don't need it to burn through the content, the material that I put through as quickly as it would. So let's try to find a nice little spot. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to see where my boundary lies. So overlaps with another object. That's probably just a tree. Oh, no. Those are trees. Those are land border. Let's slide over. Let's rotate, and I think there's a pretty good spot. So just north, if I'm considering this north, I forget which orientation I set the map on my first walkthrough. Let's just say just a little north of this area here. Let's do a little bit of leveling and then a little bit of smoothing out before we put this item down. Okay, so there we go. We have our little sawmill ready to go, and I wanted to load it up with some wood, get it fired on before carrying on with any other tasks that I have for today. So let's get this loaded. Let's see how this works. Okay, so just to try to double check something, so this volume is showing up as 4,158 liters. Let's see how accurate that is once I get it in there. Perfect, 4,158 liters of wood into the system. Now I don't, and I haven't done any wood realistically. Should I even say realistically? Have I truly done any wood? No wood production in FS25 yet. So let's just go ahead and let's start. How do I activate this? Oh, click first. Okay, so we are now producing wood plank long. Cool. I think I'll run each of them for about a month until I can really figure out what is the most beneficial. And we'll just keep pressing on. I'm going to take some time to clean up this area of logs. I'm also going to try to blend some grass back down. I'm just trying to blend these areas a little better. I'll be right back, and we'll get to some more farming duties. Okay, we are dancing the last log over to the sawmill. Let's get that laid down. Good enough. Okay. Perfect. We are currently sitting just shy of 30,000 liters of wood. And I think this is working at a pretty good pace, to be honest. We still have yet to spit out a finished product. And yeah, that is that. That is that for wood. 30,000 out of, is that 100,000 liters? Yeah. Each of them hold 50,000 minus the wood chips, which holds 30. That should be pretty good. Okay, now the next thing to do is to finally go and move our bales over to a sell point. Now, since we have a little bit more money, I do, before I do that, let's move some of this equipment over to the sawmill. Yeah, since we have a bit more money in the bank than I was originally planning for with the $50,000 sawmill, we can actually now afford to try to get some type of better, let's put him behind here, some type of better bale trailer. I don't know if it makes sense to leave all these back here, but for now, we will just roll with it. Before I magically appear over there, let's see, do we have any sales? Ooh. I'll have to check that out in a second. Let's get over to the shop. Okay, so let's take a look at this. 70% off. It can hold, what can it hold? It can hold milk, buffalo milk, water, fertilizer. Yeah, that is sweet. Let's go ahead and grab one of those. Normal capacity, of course. What is that? 200,000 liters? 50. Yeah. We'll just go with that, of course. Main color white. Let's keep it pretty stock. No plates, of course. Sweet. Now, although I didn't come for that, let's see, what did I come for? Here we go. I came for bales. Now. Oh, what to do. That can only hold 4 bales. And although I do like the idea of this, I'm not as confined by money as I once was previously. How many bales can this? Wow, that is a lot more options than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. I think I'm good with this like this. This should hold a lot more bales. I want to say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, maybe 21. Maybe I'll be able to 14,000. Should I do this? 14,000 on a bale trailer. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Now I also need to get a way to, or find a way, get something to put the bales in the trailer. I have used forks before. They're not the best. I think a bale spike would also be pretty much the same. Let's go with one of these where it actually holds the bale from below. Now I just need to make sure that this connects to my front load attacher. What is this? Okay, that's just a normal. I do like the holders there. Hopefully it makes it a little easier to stack. Let's do a little bit of splurging. Let's go and grab that as well. Okay. $17,000 spent. 2 trailers, 1 for bales, 1 for liquids, and a bale mover. Oh, it's on dollies. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Yeah, we're not going to figure that out. Let's just, let's get down. I'll worry about grabbing the water tanker later, or the liquid tanker later. Let's start loading these bales. We should have roughly $10,000 worth of bales to sell, bringing us back up to 20,000. I don't think we need anything else right now. I think we're doing pretty good with all of these stuff. We should start looking forward to what to do next. But I'll think about that while I load some bales. Okay, and we are back. I had a small real-world situation to take care of, but we're back and that's dealt with to a reasonable degree for now. But bringing these bales over, and I guess before I talk about bringing them over, stacking them up was a challenge. You guys probably saw a good bit of it in the time lapse, but it was tricky. I struggled, and that is the truth. This is probably, or truthfully, one of the first times I've ever loaded a bale trailer up like this. Typically, I am an Anderson user, and I cannot wait to get back to the automatic Anderson bale loader, if that makes sense. Not an auto loader, but an automatic bale loader. So, I don't know if I'm going to keep this around. It is a nice size trailer that I can hold on to for a little bit, but realistically, I'll end up selling it once I'm done with this load, because we are expecting a lot more bales to come through next time in a 2 or 3 months time. Okay, so let's... oh no. How do I... Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. I need to just give myself enough room. We'll pull forward. That's the other thing that's kind of annoying about this trailer, is that it is a dolly style trailer, which is nearly impossible for me to reverse. I forgot exactly how much we were. I'll try to throw a number up on the screen, but we are currently at a nice, perfect $18,000. Well, I'm going to sell this trailer. I'm going to sell the front. Do I want to sell my bale movers? Those things are also not the easiest. You know what? I'm going to keep those. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to those, because I do think that if I ever need to move 2 bales around, it is pretty usable, pretty manageable, and pretty handy. I'm just going to drop this trailer. I'll try to get, I think I spent 14,000 on it. Try to get hopefully 10 or 12,000 back into the pocket, bringing us up to 30,000. We are ticking down slowly. That might be the cost of running the, what are we running that's costing us money? The sawmill, I guess. Hop over here. Sell this. 13,000. I'm okay with that. Nope, don't want to do that. I want to do this. Okay, sell that. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to bring down that. Do I want to bring that down now? Might as well. Let's go ahead. Let's bring that down. I'm going to switch up a few things. Lower that, disconnect it, and I'll put that on the front. Okay, that's not too bad. So since I'm going to keep this one, I should probably keep the other one as well. You know what? No. I'm going to get rid of that other one as well. Okay, so let's focus. What do we still have to do in the month of April? It's already 5 p.m. It took me quite a lot of time to get all those bales stacked. Way longer than I had originally planned and wanted it to. But what do we have to do now? Grass is growing. Grass is fertilized. That over there, the sawmill is chucking away. Do I have any full pallets? Let's take a look at that. The only thing, oh, we do have one. Okay, that is good. Okay, let's see. Let's disconnect the tanker. Let's find a logical spot. Yeah, sometime soon I'm going to have to put a shutdown, because this is getting really messy. Just a hodgepodge of... just a hodgepodge of everything everywhere. So that should be the front. Drop that off. Sweet. Try my best to keep all the grass and baling equipment together. Yeah, I can definitely get a trailer. Not a trailer. a shed for all these things. We'll go ahead, disconnect that, reverse a bit, disconnect. I don't want that to be in the way. Disconnect that. No, I still need this. Okay, I'm gonna switch some things around. I have to empty that trailer to make some room for pallets I'm gonna bring down. I'll do that. You know what? Should I wait a bit to let that flow through? Let's see, what kind of contracts do I have? Oh yeah, sweet. Let's do one of these. Let's do a deadwood contract. 5 trees. 19 trees. It's hard to turn down that money. I'll do this deadwood contract just because I want to see how much extra wood I can get and drop that into my my sawmill. I'm gonna get that done and I'll pick back up with you guys once again in a bit. Okay, so I bought a winch. Don't know how to use this. Lower winch. Okay. Yeah, everything should be straightforward, I hope. What is that? Oh. Okay, sweet, I have something. I'll put that... What is going on? I should read my F1 menu. Pull winch rope with R. Cool. Attach. Ah, okay. Sweet. That makes sense. Control winch. Sweet. Okay. Let's go drop this one off, and I'll try to rinse, wash, and repeat these steps. Sweet. Now, the reason I got the winch was just because there are a few trees that are pretty deep in the woods. I don't know how easy these are going to be to find again. They are knocked down and they are still limbed. So I'm just going to drive. This would be a perfect moment, actually. Change my driving direction. Sweet. Let's do this on foot, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find these trees. Whoa. Okay, that one's already knocked down. Grab that. You can hook it up like this. That is good. There should be 2 more around here somewhere. There we go. So 1, 2. Is that the one I just hooked up? Yeah, that's the one I should have just hooked up. It just fell. Okay. Okay, so here are the 2 I'm looking for. Let's try to beeline it to my tractor. This is going to be near impossible. You know what? Let's take care of this first one. Okay, so those hook up to each other. Okay. How do I control winch? I think that's going to get hooked up. Detach tree. Let's detach that tree. I need to turn back. I'm driving in reverse still. Okay. I'm going to work on this. I'll be back. Okay, not bad. Not bad. There's definitely a little bit of learning curve, as with everything, to figuring out what the mechanics are like. And I've been meaning to say this for a while. I do enjoy FS25. I wish the mechanics and the like the physics mechanics were a bit improved. Okay, so we have... Perfect, I like that. Wasn't a ton of wood. I would once again have to double check what we were at beforehand, but currently have 35,000 liters of lumber or wood in 2 full. Let's go sell these. I'm gonna clear my trailer like I said I was gonna do before. Let's go sell these. Oh, okay. That is interesting. I was not expecting sawdust to spawn here. I'm gonna see if I can fix that or change that somehow. Let's try to put it there. We're currently at 222 liters. If that's in a 1,000-liter bin, which it is, hopefully once we cross over 1,000, they start to spawn over there. Hopefully that's not just a visual representation. So let's get the second loaded up, and then we'll check our time-saving stock check. Or at least our prices menu to see where the best place is to sell. $5,000. Okay, not too bad. Let's take a look at this. Planks long. Okay, so I don't even have all of that. So warehouse is gonna be log building. It's our buildable log cabin. Where is that actually? Okay, let's go make a delivery in the woods. Did I get paid for that? I don't feel like I just got paid for that. Yeah, what is up? Okay. Okay, well, I won't be doing that. I am going to call it here. I'm going to call it here. With the struggles I've had with bales, with logs, with selling those planks, I'm going to call it here. We are making progress, and if not anything, we are learning what and how to do it. So I want to thank you all for joining me along in this struggling episode number 8. If you are interested to see where we go from here, please, if you haven't already, consider giving the channel a subscription, the video a like. As always, I hope you're all having a great day. I'm Mr. Big Z, and I'll see you next episode.